I always did. I was never a doubter of Tiger Woods. We had some of these off-mic conversations before, talking about the oldest guy to win a major is 48, and that's a guy. Tiger Woods is 43, and he's Tiger Woods. That runway was always in front of him. You talk about Tom versus time. Tiger Woods versus time, there was always still more opportunities going forward if he could just correct himself. Upstairs first, and then in terms of his health and being out there and playing up to his level. This is 2.0 Tiger Woods, but I never doubted that he could because, what have there been, 9 other golfers after the age of 43 that have won majors? And only Jack is comparable to Tiger Woods in terms of talent and ability. So you're trying to tell me 8 other guys have won it at a latter stage of their career and Tiger Woods couldn't? So, yeah, I've always been a believer in Tiger Woods and knew that he had enough runway to catch up.
It's a lot of majors to win. And there's good golfers out there. There's bigger sticks than him now out there. And I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, okay, this is a great one-off. Like he wins it, and he has a couple years. And then I thought to myself, no, I'm going to be selfish for a second. I would love for him, for like a 2-year period, to intimidate the young guys, the king. And then all of a sudden, after about 2 to 3, he wins 1 or 2, and he said, you know what, this has been great. And he retires. I don't want to see old Tiger. Yesterday felt like I was seeing kind of a young Tiger with really good doctors. Like, that's what it felt like. This guy's got really good surgeons, but man, can he do this for 5 more years? Back fusion, 3 back surgeries. I mean, they tell you in medicine, avoid the back surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Like they'll do anything to avoid 3 back fusion. Like, what if it's just 1 of 2 majors, 3 years, 4, and then it's over, and it's just great for all of us?
I live and die with Tiger Woods. I don't think he's going to catch Jack Nicklaus for the reasons you talk about, health. And it's so unpredictable. And then once you get to he's 43, he's not going to get healthier because his age and father time undefeated. And then the other factor is just he's created other great athletes in golf now. Brooks Koepka and Tiger Woods used to be yoked up and slaughter in the field. And Brooks Koepka has been dominant in these majors the last 2 or 3 years, virtually almost like Tiger Woods. Dustin Johnson, who played great yesterday, shot a 68 and got his way back into the tournament.
Power.
Justin Thomas, these guys that he's competing against, Jason Day, these guys are really, really good. And so I think he'll never be as dominant as he once was. And he doesn't have to get 3 majors, but he can't be as dominant as he was because the competition is just so good. Dustin Johnson's a very good athlete. I don't know if he's Tiger Woods, very good. Some of these guys that have joined golf now, these young guys, are right there with Tiger. And the thing that I kept looking at yesterday was Molinari outdrove Tiger regularly.
Yes.
And certainly Tony Finau did, because Tony Finau's great off the tee. And so that he was so dominant off the tee that he could mask any other errors.
Yesterday it was his iron play.
Yes. Yeah. And now he can't do it. And so I think it's going to be, I'd love for him to do it. Trust me, that's my dream, but I just don't think he can.
Well, let's not forget, even in the comeback story before it finally culminated in a win at the Masters, close finishes for Tiger Woods. Even in his comebacks, he was leading the Open just last year. And so we've seen Tiger Woods scratching at the surface. Let's not forget, 15 major wins, 6 second places, 4 thirds, 5 fourths. Like, even when Tiger Woods is not there, he's close. And that's when Tiger Woods was still trying to come back.
I would say this, though, and I don't know the exact number, but if you go look at Jack Nicklaus's second place finishes, they dwarf Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
And so Tiger's a bit of a front runner. That's the first time we've ever seen Tiger come from behind and not have the 54-hole lead.
No, that's a good point.
And so I love what Tiger's done the last 3 majors and end of last year and all through this year. But catching Jack, I think that may just be too much, given his age and his health. And Koepka and these guys are just really, really good. They're better than the guys Tiger was beating up on previously. Final question, and obviously for me this is an easy one. Was Tiger's win at the Masters the sports moment of our lifetime?
The emotional impact it had, and full disclosure, Friday, I watched all of it. Saturday, I watched all of it. Yesterday, I had to do this festival for book sales and stuff. And I was sitting there midway signing, talking, Q&A. How's Tiger? Wait, Tiger's up. Tiger won. And the emotional impact that had to come back home and watch the replay on CBS. And I'm like, this is amazing. And then I started to say, don't be a prisoner. What else ranks this high? And I don't have anything that ranks higher. I can make some lateral love steps and say, oh, well, we could talk about some other great moments. Some of the dominance we saw before. You could go back to a Mike Tyson. You go back to Michael Jordan's comebacks, things of that nature. But better, trumping this moment, I'm empty. I have nothing.
It's my number 2. It's the greatest individual moment. Miracle on Ice was my greatest. I also, I'll go to an occasional hockey game. Not a huge hockey fan, but Miracle's my favorite sports movie. But that encompassed so many things. We were in a recession. There were gas lines. Cold War. If you go back to Miracle on Ice, it was about our country was really in pain. Economically, we were in trouble. We weren't the power that we were. And for us as massive underdogs, listen, Tiger's been out. He's never a massive underdog if he's healthy. We had lost to Russia by like 8 goals at Madison Square Garden. They were a pro team. We had college kids. That to me encompassed just the spirit of our country. That feels bigger. But individually, there's not a lot here to compare it to. I can remember Michael Jordan winning and the trophy.
Father's Day.
Yeah, that really sticks in my memory. I have weird memories. Jeter homering in his last, wasn't it Yankee game for some reason? That's some reason that pops into my head. Elway's Super Bowl, the walk-off. LeBron's first championship in Miami was great. But I think it's Miracle on Ice for a lot of the reasons noted, and I think this for Tiger resonates with me.
To me, I think Muhammad Ali lighting the torch in Atlanta. I was there, covered that Olympics. What Muhammad Ali represented in his journey coming that full circle and despised, run out of boxing, polarizing figure, standing against the draft, and then all of a sudden becoming the guy that lights the Olympic torch when the Olympics are here in LA. I mean, in the United States, in Atlanta. That was an incredible moment for me. But I've had 2 moments in sports that have made me cry. And it was Tiger winning the Masters in 1997 and yesterday. And other than Ali lighting the torch, this is probably the thing I'll remember the most. Those 2, I was at Pebble Beach and walked every hole with Tiger at the U.S. Open in 2000. He was so dominant. That's one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. But I agree with you. The Miracle on Ice is right there with it as well.
Well, you gave a great storyline and definition, Miracle on Ice. But for Tiger yesterday, in our society today with social media, and it's such an attention-based society, and when you're trying to gain human capital, really like you said before, people's emotions and relatability, he lands perfectly at this time because everyone, in terms of talking about him, was discounting him or counting him out. So for a world where everything's about likes and retweets and clicks and what the world thinks of you, this is the perfect time for Tiger Woods to win this Masters in redemption of telling the world you're not always right. And I think that's going to be inspirational to a lot of people.
And also in a very divided country, there was less than 1% of people not rooting for Tiger. I think we sometimes forget. Tiger's first 10-year run, not everybody loved him.
Yeah.
There was a lot of pushback from older people because remember, he was threatening Jack. We don't ask LeBron, we don't like you threatening our legends. We don't.
All right, stick around. Later in the show.